I'm Dilma Nikolaidou. I work for the Tate Gallery, and I've been counted as 10 years ago now, which is when Colin joined the Tate. So it was through Colin that I got introduced to the approach, the philosophy, the techniques, and it was an eye-opener because I'm a sort of HR person from a training background, so I'm a dyed-in-the-wool HR person, so to speak. So it was just quite transformational for me, because if you see back on that slide, loads of HR conversations are that left slide that Janine showed us. What's the problem? How do we get there? Tell us more about it, and how. So it was actually transformational to see that there is another way of addressing it. So about 10 years now, I've been working with it, I think.
Thank you for that. Michael?
I am unworthy. I've only encountered Solutions Focus for about 6 years. I thought I should get up and go now. Everyone's done 10 years, obviously. I'm Michael Coffin. I'm the Executive Director at the Local Government Association, which is the national membership body for 353 councils across the UK. My job title is Executive Director of Leadership, Improvement, Pay, Workforce and Productivity. So I have the longest business card in the world. I used to be Chief Executive at Reading Borough Council, where I was for 4 years, and prior to that a career in local government. When I arrived at Reading in 2008, it had a particularly challenging time for children's services. There had been, I think just before I arrived, a death of a child in the service, which was around the same time as Baby P was happening. We had an Ofsted judgment about the Children's Safeguarding Service, which judged it to be inadequate, and there was a cultural issue within the whole of the team that they weren't delivering for the children of Reading. We put in place a whole slew of improvement activities, and at the time the Director of Children's Services was Anna Wright, who had come across Solutions Focus, I think, elsewhere in her role in Surrey, so introduced Solutions Focus as one element of that improvement journey for the service at a much more, I think, as somebody used the term earlier, visceral, fundamental, attitudinal level beyond the processes and systems and structures that were being put in place to turn the service round. So we did that from about 2008, and then Anna and I left Reading at around the same time, within 3 months of each other, in early 2011, I think it was. So we've kind of followed it from then, and there's a nice little tagline later on which I'll share with you if I have time.
Thank you, Michael. Monica?
My name is Monica. I have been working as a coach for more than 25 years. Within the Lufthansa management team. I have been in the last 6 years managing director and CEO of a company of Lufthansa in Budapest that is within information technology, 600 engineers, about 30 years on average. Within my Lufthansa life, that is now more than 27 years, I started as a project manager, then I have been leading strategic projects. I've been setting up quite a number of companies for the group. We have about 200 companies in our group. And I was from the very beginning, I was always on the business side, never on the HR side. But I have been working from the very beginning as a mentor for our high talents. And this is how I became a coach, because I was it was supported that I got an education in Heidelberg on systemic coaching. I still love systemic coaching, and within that I met Solution Focus as a methodology for the easy cases. And I once then met Inso Kim Berg and spent a weekend with her, and that was for me the best time ever. Yeah. And then I started to seriously think about just using Solution Focus only, and for the very serious cases and not for the easy ones.
Thank you, Monica. Tim?
Hi, I'm Tim Greer. It says there Managing Director of John Lang Integrated Services. The company was purchased by another organisation 5 weeks ago. But for the purposes of today, I am John Lang Integrated Services. I'll stay with that for a while. I joined the company in 2004. I'm an engineer. A lot of years in manufacturing, supplying food companies, supermarkets, lots of change, lots of flexibility. And joined John Lang to set up a new business for them. They'd got a business that wasn't really going in the right direction around 2004, 2005, And my boss at the time said, we want somebody that doesn't come from the industry, isn't going to repeat the failings of other organisations, start something afresh, start something new, rebuild it in a positive way, which was a great introduction to this new industry. And then was introduced to Solutions Focus around about 2007-8. Good friend introduced us to the subject area, the door burst open, big explosion, and in walked Janine. And it's been perfect ever since. We've now run 6 sessions of training, 6 cohorts have gone through Solutions Focus coaching, all the way through the management layers, from the bottom of the organisation where I am to the very top where the frontline staff are. And it's significantly changed our business. Our business has gone from about 5 million turnover to 75 million turnover. We've gone from 150 people to 1,550 people, and the margins have gone way up, and the customer satisfaction's gone way up. And I put an awful lot of it down to this wonderful technique that we discovered. We've been helped along the way, and we've developed some new techniques ourselves. It's helped us develop a toolbox to go out and sell our services into Michael's clients. Michael would have been one of my clients. The Local Government Association are the organisation that looks after my clients, because we supply our services into local government, and I think local government's going through a little bit of a change at the moment, and they just might need a bit of positivity and Solutions Focus activity. So it's been a great journey for us to date, and now I've joined an organisation that's got 40,000 staff in it, and tomorrow morning I've got to go on a conference call when everybody rings in and tells the boss their problems. For an hour on a Friday morning. That's different.